Hi and welcome to Yoga with Ilona. I'm Ilona and in this video I'm going to be taking you through a Vinyasa flow yoga class that is going to help you feel positive, energized and give you a nice stretch through the whole body. Before we begin, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It's completely free and I post new free yoga videos every single week. Give the video a like and comment below at the end to tell me what you would like to see next. So we'll begin today in a seated position on the yoga mat with a nice tall spine. You can either have the knees bent like me or you can sit in a cross leg. Just make sure you can find a nice tall spine, drawing up through the crown of the head and allowing your shoulders to drop away from the ears, ground down through the sitting bones. And then take a moment to fully bring yourself into the present. You could even place a hand on your belly and a hand on your chest. And begin to breathe smoothly in and out through the nose. Connecting with your breath now. Use the inhale to draw in the present moment. Feel the fresh coolness of the breath, the fresh energy that enters your body. And as you exhale, feel that release through your whole body, letting go of everything else that's happening today. A few more breaths here. And then setting the intention to stay with your breath throughout the rest of the yoga practice today, allowing the breath to guide you through the physical movement and always guiding the movement with your breath rather than moving and then trying to catch up breath with the movement. So from here, we're going to take it to the back of the mat, finding a low kneeling position at the back of the mat. Take a deep breath in to reach the arms up towards the ceiling, look up and then exhale, bow forward into a child's pose. Relax the head into the mat, sink your sitting bones back towards your heels and just have a little wiggle in your child's pose, keeping the head relaxed down, wiggling the shoulders, wiggling the hips, noticing how the body is feeling today. And then walking the hands to the center of the mat in front of you. You can interlace the hands in a mudra, like a gun position with your fingers. And then drop the head back down and feel this deep stretch down the outsides of the body. Again, swaying into one side and then the other, feeling that stretch in the outsides of the shoulders. And then taking the hands over to the right edge of the mat. Take the left hand stacked on top of the right and then bow the head down once again. Breathe into the left side of the body as you ground down through the left hip, not allowing it to lift up off the mat, feeling that stretch down the left shoulder and the left side of the ribs and the hip. Another deep breath in here, find length and exhale into the stretch. And then walking the hands over to the left edge of the mat now, stacking your right hand over your left. Take a deep breath in to find length through the crown of the head and exhale to bow in towards the mat. Take some deep breaths into the right side of the body. Another deep breath in, lengthen through the crown of the head and then exhale, coming back to center. And then we're going to move through a little flow, moving with the breath, one breath for one movement. So from here, breathe in, come up into a low kneel and then reach up to the ceiling once again. Exhale, bow over the legs, coming back down to child's pose. This time, breathe in to rise up into a high kneel as you reach the arms up, look up, open the chest and exhale all the way down to child's pose once more. And from here, breathing in, rise up, high kneel position, and then as you exhale, step forward with the right foot and lower the hands. And then from here, breathing in, lift up with the hands, and exhale, straighten the front leg, find child's pose, stepping back with the right foot. And we'll do that on the other side, breathing in, rise up to a high kneeling position, and exhale with control, stepping forward into your low lunge. And then from here, breathing in, lift the arms, straighten out that leg and step back. Exhale, lower down to child's pose. And then moving on one more time, breathing in, rise up to a high kneel position. Exhale, step forward into your low lunge, this time lowering the hands either side of the right leg. Breathe in your low lunge, and exhale to straighten out that knee. It doesn't need to be all the way straight, just bring it towards straightness, feeling into that stretch. Breathe in, come forward to your low lunge. Exhale, straightening out the leg. Feel that stretch down the back of the leg. Try lifting the toes here. And again, breathing in, come forward to the low lunge. Exhale, pushing back, straightening out the leg. And then again, breathing in, find your low lunge. And then from here, we'll step back into a downward facing dog. First downward facing dog of the practice, pedaling out the feet, bending one knee and then the other. Make sure your chest is really nice and open towards the legs. Take another full breath in, and then exhale to lower the knees, sinking back to child's pose, ready for that little flow on the other side. So from here, as you're ready, breathe in, rise up to a low kneel with the arms lifted, look up, open the chest, exhale, child's pose. And again, breathing in this time, up into a high kneeling position, open that chest, exhale, bow down to child's pose. And from here, breathing in, find that high kneel, lift, and then exhale, step forward into your low lunge on the left side. Breathing in again, lifting the hands, straightening out the left knee a little, and stepping back into your child's pose. And then from here, breathing in, rise up, high kneel, exhale, step forward to the low lunge, this time plant the hands. Breathe in your low lunge, exhale, bring that leg towards straight, beginning to warm up into the back of the left leg. Inhale, come forward, feel that stretch in the hip flexor. Exhale, straighten it out, sinking back into the hips. One more time, inhaling, coming forward into the low lunge, and exhale, straightening out. See if you can lift the toes here. And then coming forward one more time, plant the hands flat with all 10 fingers spread wide, and step back into your downward facing dog once again, pedaling out the feet, bending one knee and then the other. Make sure to really strongly ground down through the whole palm of both hands, sinking back with the heels, making sure you're not pushing your weight forward into the shoulders, keep pressing it back towards your feet. And then from here, inhale, lift the right leg as high as you can, engage the core, scoop the knee forward and step the right foot just behind the right hand. And then bring the left heel down, so taking the left foot at an angle out towards the left side. Straighten out the right leg. If you need to take some blocks or books or something to hold yourself up, you can do that. And here we're taking a triangle variation with the legs. So my left foot is pointing out at 45-degree angle. My right leg is coming towards straightness. You don't need to have it all the way locked out. Take a micro bend in the knee. And then usually in triangle we square the hips. But here I want you to just sway from side to side, warming up into the outsides of the hips and finding some loosening in the back of the right leg. Keep breathing smoothly in and out through the nose. And then from here, bend into the right knee, plant the hands, step it back into downward facing dog. And from here, breathe in, lift the left leg high, scoop the knee forward, step it just behind the left hand, step the right foot out to a 45-degree angle, bring the heel down and come into that triangle variation on this side, straightening out the left knee as much as you can and then swaying from side to side with the hips. Breathing in and breathing out. And another full breath here. And then bend into the left knee as you plant both hands. Exhale, step back to downward dog. And from here we'll take a wave through plank and back into downward facing dog. So breathing in, roll forward to a high plank, shoulders over the wrists. And then as you exhale, I want you to bend into the knees, bring your belly back to the thighs and then lift the sitting bones and straighten the legs back for downward facing dog. So a few more times, roll forward, high plank. Exhale, bend the knees, squat back and push open into downward dog. 3 more times, breathe in, find plank. Exhale, bend the knees, straighten out into your downward dog. And 2 more, breathe in, roll forward. Exhale, bend the knees, find down dog. 1 more time. Very nice. And then from here, we're going to step it forward to the top of the mat. Take a few steps if you need to, finding a nice forward fold position with the knees bent as much as you need to bring the belly onto the thighs. You'll still feel a stretch in the back of your legs, but you'll be protecting the lower back. And then from here, begin to roll up to standing slowly, 1 vertebra at a time, and rolling the shoulders as you reach standing. And then from here, bring the hands to heart center. Take a deep breath in and a long exhale. Breathing in, take the hands out and up to shoulder width distance. Exhale, sit down into a strong chair pose. Seat or 10 toes. Push the shins back as you sit down. And then from here, breathing in, lift up, lower the arms and lift the right knee, finding balance. Breathe in, raise the arms. Exhale, lower down, coming back to a regular standing position. We're going to do that again, and then this time come into a warrior 3, so a balancing position where we kick back with the right foot. So starting here with the hands at heart center, breathe in, take the hands forward and up, look up. Exhale, chair pose. Breathe in chair, and then as you exhale, lower the hands, lift the right knee, and then this time find warrior 3, kicking all the way back through the right leg, creating a straight line with your body. Taking a breath here. See if you can extend the arms out in front of you this time. And then exhaling once again, release the arms down by your sides, raise the right knee all the way forwards and step back to standing. And then we'll do that 1 more time. This time we're going to step back into a lunge after the warrior 3. So hands at heart center once again. Breathe in, hands forward and up. Exhale, chair. Breathing in fully in chair. Exhale, lower the arms, lift the right knee. Breathe in here. Exhale, warrior 3. Arms come into an aeroplane position. This time lift the hands, lift the right heel. Finding an arc shape with your whole body. Feel those wobbles, fight for the balance here. And then on your next exhale, stepping lightly back into a crescent lunge. From here, breathe in, Find warrior two legs, so your back foot is coming out at a 45-degree angle, and then bring your arms down behind you, interlacing the fingers. Take a deep breath in, and now come down into humble warrior. So breathe in, open the chest, exhale, fold forward out towards the top right corner of your mat, extending the arms overhead. If this is too much for you, just cross the arms behind you and lift the elbows. If not, go for that interlace position with the hands. Take another full breath in. Feel that burn in your left thigh. And then breathing in to rise up, lift up, open the chest, find a back bend, and then lifting the arms, windmill the hands all the way down, plant the hands, step back to downward facing dog. If you need a little rest, come down into child's pose. If not, you can join me for a vinyasa. Breathe in, roll forward to plank. Exhale, come halfway down. Breathing in, rise up into upward facing dog, and breathe out to downward facing dog. From your downward dog, step, hop or jump to the top of the mat, jumping by bending the legs and hopping to the top of the mat. And then through a flat back and straight legs, rise up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. Ready to do that all now on the left side. So first of all, breathe in, take the hands to shoulder width distance, look up, exhale, chair pose, seat or 10 toes. Breathe in here, exhale, lower the hands, rise up with the left knee, balancing on your right foot, and then exhale to lower down. Once again, adding on, coming back into our warrior three this time. Breathing in, hands shoulder width distance, exhale to chair. Breathe in chair. Breathe out, lower the hands, lift the left knee. And then finding warrior three with your next exhale. And just finding that straight line with the body this time. Take a full breath in and a long exhale. And then as you breathe in now, rise up, lift the arms, lift the left leg and lower down. One more time, this time stepping back into the lunge. Breathing in, hands forward and up, exhale, chair. Breathing in here, exhale, lower the hands, lift the left knee. Breathe in here and then exhale, find your warrior three. This time lift the arms, find an opening in the chest and scoop the left foot up and back, finding an arc with your body. Take a deep breath into the chest, exhaling, fight for that balance. Another deep breath in. And then as you exhale, step it back with the left foot, coming into your high lunge. Keep a bend in the right knee as the left leg straightens out. And then we'll open up into warrior two legs. So the back foot's coming out at a 45-degree angle. Square your hips out towards the left side and then interlace the fingers down behind you. Breathe in, open the chest, and exhale, bow forward and over to your humble warrior. Breathing in, exhaling slowly. A couple more breaths here. A couple more breaths here. Breathe in, this time to rise up. Extend the knuckles down away from you. And then turning yourself forward, raise the arms, windmill them down, bringing yourself back into a downward facing dog. And then from here we'll move through one more vinyasa. Breathing in, come forward to plank, exhale halfway down, breathe in, upward facing dog, exhale, flying downward facing dog. And then from here, make your way to sitting on your mat, however you want to do that. And taking the right leg out in front of you, take the left sole of the left foot onto the inside of the right thigh. Your hips are squaring forward, both sitting bones grounding into the mat. We're going to come into a nice long stretch for the legs. So breathing in, reach the arms up towards the ceiling, and then you're going to fold from the hips, finding a forward fold. And if you are able to, you can grab onto the foot or even just the ankle or the back of the leg. Bend this knee if you need to access the pose. Try not to just hang off the lower back, but try and get that belly to meet the thigh, bending the knee if you need to. And then bow the head down and taking some nice full breaths into the back body. Settling into the pose and using the exhales to help you disconnect in your mind from the intense physical sensation. Closing the eyes. With each exhale, imagine your whole body melting and softening in the stretch. A few more breaths here. Another inhale. And then as you exhale, walk the hands up, coming back upright, and then continue to walk the hands behind you. Bring your left hand to the center of your mat behind you, and then you're going to lift up onto the right foot and your left shin, coming into wild thing. So pressing up onto the left shin, open up, find the back bend, reach back with your right hand. Enjoy that stretch, breathe into the front body, even look back and over if you can. And then exhale, sweep the right hand around, coming all the way back to your seated position and switching legs as you're ready. Bring the right foot inside the left thigh this time. Breathe in to rise up with the arms and exhale, folding forward. Finding this nice deep forward fold on the left side. Again, bend this bottom knee if you need to bring your belly onto your thigh. And then as you breathe into the pose, you can slowly straighten out the leg. Breathing down into the belly. Once again, connecting with your exhales. A few more breaths here. And then slowly from here with your next exhale, begin to walk the hands up towards you, slowly uncurling the back. And then taking the right hand all the way back behind you in the center of the mat, ready to come up into wild thing on the front of the right shin. So pushing the hips up and out as you lift up onto the shin and the left foot, and lift your arm, your top arm back behind you. Adjusting the bottom hand as you need to. Find that opening and that back bend. Think about opening the left shoulder out and open rather than over to the side. A couple of nice full breaths into the front body. And then with your next exhale, sweeping the arm forward and around, making your way back to facing the top of the mat. And now one more nice opening for the whole front of the body. We're going to come into a reverse plank position. So if this is too much for you, just come flat on the feet into reverse tabletop. But if you want to go for the reverse plank, take the legs straight out in front of you and then the fingers pointing down towards your feet or slightly out to the side. And with an inhale, rise up, pushing it into the hands, finding that stretch in the shoulders and a nice straight line with your body. If it feels okay on your neck, you can drop the head back and down. Give the hips a wiggle here if that feels okay for you. Keep squeezing the glutes together to press the body up towards the ceiling. And then on an exhale, slowly lower down. And just bending the knees, bow forward into the legs. And then we'll slowly make our way down into a supine position on our backs. You can come into a butterfly shape with your legs or just a regular shavasana. You might want to take a twist at this point. Just find any position that's super restorative and relaxing for you. And now taking a few breaths to feel your body releasing and melting into the floor. And then release your attention on your breath and allow yourself a few moments of complete stillness. Now slowly bringing your awareness back into your body. Move your hands and feet in any way that feels good. And then I invite you to stretch your whole body out along the floor, reaching your arms up and back and your feet down away from you. And then hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big hug. And then slowly make your way over to lying on one side and push yourself safely up to a seated position on your yoga mat. Find that nice tall spine once again, lifting through the crown of the head, palms facing the ceiling to invite new energy into the body. And take a few breaths here. And now I invite you to bring your hands to heart center, bow your head, and thank yourself for practicing yoga today. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I really hope that you enjoyed this yoga flow. I definitely did. Please let me know what you thought in the comments, give the video a like, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I post free yoga videos every single week. And I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye.